Okay, cool. Everything's set up. God. My finger is absolutely killing me, so where I cut it. That is like a really beefy cut. I'm trying to clean that up a bit. I got a really nasty, small but really deep cut on my hand that just doesn't want to go back together. I must cut that on a blade. It's really annoying. It's like gluing back together or something, I think. Let's get some gloves on. Yo, what's going on, Fantac? How are you doing today? Just putting some gloves on a minute. Matt, that was a hard night to do the lacking. I'm not quite following. I'm looking as doing washing up. What's going on, Squish? It's nice to see you. We've been missing you. We haven't seen you in a couple of days. Oh, some people are like. Squad keeps calling me up for Fortnite. Oh, okay. Just trying to get these gloves on at the moment. They just don't want to go on properly. Well, that'll have to do. Oh, so we need to find capacitors and some other stuff. Let's have a look, see what we can find. Because I need a transistor. Got my Squad Slayer award. Nice, I haven't played Fortnite in a long time. Oh, Ducko going mad again. 2 likes in the stream. Thank you. Oh, well, I've got 2 diodes which are not in packets, so these might be not diodes, transistors. Yeah, it'd probably be really bad. I haven't played in like the longest of time. I was taking a break because I got like really stressed out trying to develop maps for Fortnite. Just doing it for like 2 years. Can you see if your power on switch has 3 position? Well, power on this stack, yeah, it's got 3 positions. It's got off, on with just lights, and then on with lights and movement and audio. Let's have a look what markings on these. 580550 and 2222. Okay, well that's the one we used first, so with all the twos. So it must be this one. 58050. Two ducks, yeah, two ducks. Okay, then two wires that connect to switch we need to use. Yeah, I think that's what we done last time, didn't we? Or did we just interrupt the power supply last time? Okay, so now I need to find the capacitors. Okay, I don't think there's any capacitors in there. I have a habit of not putting stuff back, so I know the ones I need are probably not in the box with everything else. Was it to ground last time? No, I can't remember. We interrupted the live, I think. Oh no, yeah, the ground. I think. Yeah, did Squish will probably remember. I think it was the ground that we were interrupting last time. Yeah, I don't think there's any force empties in there. I need to find where the hell I put in capacitors. I need to start putting things back. We need to get this label maker working. That app that James recommended looks pretty good. I was watching a couple of videos from the guy who made it. It's like some small developer, but like it seems really well made. Right, where would we find capacitors? Capacitor, where are you? I have no idea about them. Nope. How have we lost like all the capacitors and stuff? What would I have done with them? Well, I've got a capacitor here that's just loose. This is a 470. So that's one sorted. We've got a bag of them somewhere. Oh, okay. Why can I not find where they are? It'd be too easy just for me to put stuff back where they belong, wouldn't it? They're not in there, is they? God damn it. So there's like a bunch of components somewhere, and I have no idea where. I literally have no idea. Then we need a PNP transistor to use the two position switch to make it so simple to use. I have no idea what a PNP transistor is. Can we not just do it the same as last time? Because we've only got like certain components. Oh, what's going on, Gleisha Show? Yeah, we're trying to modify this duck. And I'm awfully sneezy today. I do apologise in advance. But yeah, we're basically trying to make a custom chat integrated duck using a ESP8266 and oops, I might have left that soldering iron on since yesterday. Yeah, ESP8266 and a DF player. Oh, and a power board we'll probably have to use, depending on what power supply we use. But we might just integrate that anyway, so we can control the voltage. It's a variable power converter. Last time we used NPN because of the ground. This time it's on off for positive volt. Do we have one of them components so FarmTech? Can we not just use these transistors? Because I've got them right here. I can't find where the other components are though. I'm just constantly losing stuff. I've got the 3 boards we need here anyway. I just can't find capacitors. We have other ceramic capacitors. Where did I put them? Here. Oh, there. Nice, thank you for the light. Show the box of transistors. We did have a look at these yesterday. Let's knock the microscope on a second. There you go. Transistors, there you go. So these are the transistors that we have available for us to use. $3906. Where is that one? Oh, 4 likes in the stream. Nice, thank you. Yeah, I can't see one called 3906. Oh wait, yeah, 2N3906. I have no idea what PMP is though. Like the only time I've used a transistor was last time when we done this. Let's have a look at the data sheet for this thing. 2N3906 data sheet. So it's the opposite to NPN. How much current are you putting through? No idea. We haven't even measured. We're just going to consider it about 1 amp max. Will they be able to take that? No, it won't be able to take it. Okay. Yeah, I think that's why we had to use the other one, wasn't it? Because we tried to use a different one and we had issues with the current. Yeah, because the duck was peaking at 500, the last one we measured. On his own, and that's without the ESP and the DF player. Thank you. Yeah, I can't stop sneezing at all today. I've been sneezing all day. It's driving me nuts. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Oh yeah, script. I forgot to say we added more commands as well on the Lumia stream. At the moment, they're all free, but for some reason the audio doesn't seem to be playing for them. It does on my end, but the stream can't seem to hear the audio. So yeah, if this transistor can't take the current, what putting on the Mario goes back after washing up then. What transistor can we use? Is there a reason that we can't just do it the same way we done before, Palmtech? S8550. I don't think I see that one. S8550. Is that the 58550? The same ones we used last time? Oh, we're just looking at this list wrong. Because I can't seem to see 58550. 58550. What one do we have here? 58050. 5855. Okay, so we need to use the other one. Okay. What's the difference between that one and this one then? Oh, there's a bunch of capacitors right down there. We already found what's it called? Electrolytic capacitor. What do I even do with them transistors? I seem to have lost all the transistors. Okay, I got them. This one control positive. Okay. What's the benefit of controlling the positive rather than the negative? Could try and look through all of these now to try to find 5855. Okay, no. Nope. Nope. S8550. There you go. Don't know why things have to have so many different names. Just makes things so confusing. The switch to control the positive volt. Okay. So we got our transistor. Just pull one of these out. We got a capacitor. I can't seem to find it. Well, I've got these ceramics, but I don't think I have any of the value we need. 0.1 microfarad. We've got some with the value or code 15 on them. What value are them? Also, we got 171, I think, and I think 331 is too big. Let's see some of the small ones here. We have 75, 151. I think it's like 1.4 something we need, but I don't think we have any of them. 473, 103. 68, 152. Can you check it's positive on switch? I'll have a look now. And 332, I think. Any of them? Any good? Well, one of the pins on the switch is unoccupied. They just haven't soldered it at all. Two of them, actually. Yeah, it looks like it switches between the positives, the switch. I'll show you the microscope now. About 100p. What's about 100p, sorry, FarmTech? Can I even move this to get this under? Yeah, but yeah, you can see the traces. Let's get this a bit lower. Try and get it in focus a bit for you. Yes, you can see the positive M must be a motor, I guess. Yeah, it goes to the motor. The minus goes to that blob chip, and so does the switch. By the look of it, and it's connected to the positive of the power input. M is the motor, and then the traces go over to the last two positions, I guess, on the switch. What's the 1000p? I'm so confused, FarmTech. I like it's got a little code on there. G3022. Do you reckon that's the chip they're using? Should we have a look, see if I can find anything on there? What's it? G3022. Okay, loads of Chinese text comes up as well when I type it in. Data sheet. I got something coming up. V3022. Low power CMOS real-time clock with built-in crystal standby current, typically 1.2 microamps. But I've also got something coming up. I know it's not a G before. I don't know if that's the same thing. I'm also getting something with mix before it. They're saying a 3 watt times 2 stereo class D audio power amplifier. I don't know which one it would be. Just gonna have a quick look at this first data sheet. No, I don't think it's this one. No idea. Here you can solve the two wires. Yo, what's going on, Carter? Oh my days. I gotta go and grab a tissue. Oh my god. I should rename the stream to the sneezing stream. Oh, I've been sneezing like this all day as well. Oh, I was fine before I started the stream as well. Okay. Here you can solve the two wires. Where am I solving the two wires, sorry? Oh yeah, they want to make the light and the dance. Here. And then here. And then that's off. So the one with the one occupied pin is light, and the one with the two pins soldered is the dance and light mode. Oh. Right. Hopefully I can stop sneezing for 2 minutes. Because it is driving me insane. But yeah, this, can I get some embedded poke with? This here, light. This one here, light and dance. This one, middle position. Up and down, for the same. So there's only one pin occupied here. Yeah, the one to make him dance is this one here. Let me just double check by looking in the back. No. Sorry, this is off. This is lights. This one is dance and lights. This is the two connectors we need to check voltage with the transistor. Let me think of that. But it's not going to be getting power anyway. So why do we need to inject it? Can we not just use the power cable and put it here? Where the power comes into the board, no?
You must check how switch connects this point.
We can grab a multimeter out. But you can physically see the traces. Yeah. So one of these is probably going to be ground, which is here. No, must be the positive. Yeah, that's the positive. So it must be the ground. No, it's not. Okay, they both have got a positive. This must be ground and positive? No. Wait, what? Where does this other one go? Switch out 5 pins. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I can't figure out where this one pin goes to here though. Oh wait. This unoccupied thing here, L plus. L plus must go to some components on the other side of the board or something. It does say L plus right there as well, I guess. I guess it tells us where it goes to. Do both of these, or do all of these go to this then? Apart from the off position, okay. Because the off position just goes to ground, no? Okay, no. Wait, what? Okay, no, that is going to the positive there. And this one's a positive. Yeah. But this one doesn't go to the positive. So it goes to this one. And so the unoccupied pad there, both of them go on to. And then this one must be ground, is it? Yeah. So if this has a completed connection, top position looks like it goes to voltage plus. Which one you classing as the top, the left or the right? Check, switch mid position. Oh yeah, I forget once the position on the pins is okay. At the moment it's set off, so I put it to the middle position. Okay, now that goes to there now. Now that's in the middle position. The off both go to that. That still goes to L plus. That goes to the negative. Aren't both top connected to each other on the switch. I'd assume so, yeah. So what are we deducing from this? Can we not just use this cable then, no? For the, I know this one, sorry. For the voltage plus. Because surely we just need to interrupt the power supply, otherwise the duck is just going to constantly be dancing. Because he like automatically dances, it's like auto. It's not like a button or anything to make him start dancing when you knock him on. If it's got power, it just automatically dances. Test points are only on switch to see which pins are connected. Yeah, we just did. These two. Everything on this row is connected vertically. The bottom one in the mid position are both connected this way across, and the bottom one's not. So this goes to ground, and this goes to here. That's the middle position. Middle position, you want dance or anything. Oh, the dance is one mode we need. Ah, okay. So we're just going to keep him in light only mode then, are we? And then we'll control the lights, I guess, manually. And then we'll inject power into the other switch pin to make him dance. I think I'm kind of understanding your logic now. Light what pin? The lights are these pins here. This one and this one. I'm assuming this is going to go to ground. Okay, that makes sense. So they must all have a shared ground to when the switch is in this position. Connects power to the motor. For there's always power in all positions going to the lights. This must be this big L pad. Okay, that's interesting. Switch pin for lights only. Yeah, the one for the lights is this one here. On the middle position. For lights only. It just goes straight to here, which all the lights go to. These are the lights, yeah.
See, all these are the lights. Any of these pins are lights. This one is motor. Yeah, the switch is in the mid position. Put switch in mid position. Check switch points for connect to positive. Yeah, we have. That's what we've been doing for like the last 5 minutes. Switch is in the middle position. Yeah, it's definitely in the middle position. Switch is in the mid position. You keep saying put the switch in mid position. It is in mid position. You're really going to make me turn this thing over just to show you. Middle position, see? So yeah, the switch is already in the middle position. That's what we've been reading this entire time. Well, since I changed the switch anyway. So we know that this row here are all the lights. They all just lead to this positive here. So power for the light, power for the light, power for the light. These are just shorted though, so I think it's a ground or something when it's in the off position. But yeah, light, light, light. The actual light pad, motor. What pin is dance mode? Well, we already know. What pin is dance mode? We figured that out within like 20 seconds. This one here. It just goes to the motor. So if light and motor are powered, then lights come on and motor comes on. So I don't know what makes him dance though. Maybe he dances in this position with the lights on. But there's no audio, I'm not too sure. Or maybe you only dances with NAS on. Maybe audio comes on where there's that, or maybe the audio is connected to the motor. But we've got no way to test that. Because the chip is hiding into here. But we can change the position and measure the pins. But we know that it's just gonna be exactly the same. So it shows the power between these two. So these are now all getting power. All is controlled in switch for 2 modes. So this just connects the power rail basically. Just joins these two lives. So we figured out what way we're soldering yet, or? Surely we just keep it in this middle position when it's on. Disconnect the speaker. Disconnect the LEDs. Oh, maybe just a positive for the LEDs. They would go to the, what's it called, ESP. I assume to be able to control by the ESP and powered by the ESP. If we can output that amount of current, maybe, I'm not too sure. And then can we not just inject voltage then into this, or switch this on and off whenever we want to put the dance mode on? Light dance is the switch 3 pins in a row on switch. Is this 5 volts plus? I don't know. I didn't understand that. Sorry, phone tech. But everything is connected basically. All this and this both get power when it's in position 3. This is the light and dance mode. What? What's going on, Andy? And the 2 pins on the side of the switch light dance. I don't know. I'm not understanding phone tech. But we can see where they all go. Like, have we not discovered enough yet to know how we want to wire this thing up? Like, these all get power. Why is that switch? Why is that like? Why is this live and not ground? Oh, it's a good kid's toy. Good thing it doesn't take high voltage. Surely this should be ground and not live. The screw. Why is this screw live? Is this screw over here live as well? No. Is this screw over here ground? No. Okay. Inject 60 volts and wave burns is your issue. Good point. What's going on, Andy? How are you doing today? L plus. Yeah, that's the LED. Yeah. L plus is the LED. Why they've got this on occupied pad, yeah, I'm not too sure. But yeah, L plus is LED. M plus is the motor. V plus is the voltage in. S is the speaker. This is the ground for the LEDs. That must be the ground for everything. No, wait, this is the other ground. Because the motor probably measures lower. Why are they all shorted? I have no idea. It's because they must be like sharing power. Because it's when the position, switch position is in 3, it just gives the motor power. And it completes the circuit, I'm assuming. There must be like a shared power rail, 5 volts or 4.5, whatever it is. This won't be there. Oh wait, this one is as well. But if we put it to the middle position, only the LEDs come on. See, they're not shorted. These two are. But in this position, we can see that this goes to the motor, and this goes to the LED. And this one goes to just the LED. And these just go to, both of them go to there. Worm said yes to both. You guys just trying to confuse me now, I see how it is. It's slots I think you have to use, or you can use what's it called? Roulette. Okay. L plus is LD, M plus is motor, V plus is volt in. Yeah, that's right, Tom Tech, yeah. M is motor, L is LED, S is the speaker. You can see all the commands. Oh my days, I'm sneezing again. Yeah, you can see all the commands over on that Lumia stream link there. But the controller, control light, and DAX mode 2. So why don't we just interrupt the voltage coming into the board? Keep it in dance mode. Disconnect the speakers. Disconnect the LEDs and connect them to the ESP. Would that not work? Or do you have something else in mind, Farm Jack? Because I would like to start soldering this thing together. You put it all on red. Don't have enough points. How much points do you have, Sloth? Let's have a look. Loyalty points, users. Okay, you've got more points now. Yeah, on there it'll show you all the commands for the gambling and the other stuff that we've added. Solder the ESP DF player then. Okay, so we can just solder them together then, and then we'll figure out what we're doing here. Okay, let's do that. Get some soldering done. It's the switch that tells LED and motor to run. Yeah. So do you have all the information you need from the switch now? Do I need to wire this up different now? Because we're doing like the positive rather than the negative. There's so much mess here. One k ohm resistor on RX DFP to ESP TX. I like how Carl thought it just straight up wins 10k. Yeah, we're wired different this time. Oh, great, more confusion. All right, let's get a soldering iron on. We need resistors, I guess. Resistors. Here. Ooh, are these glass diodes? I'm looking for resistors. And you said 1K. I typed in walked away. What a badass. 1K. Do we have a 1K? 1, no, that's not the right number. 1K, I see something that says 1K, okay. Let's try and get one of these out of the bag now. Every time I try to pull them out, I bend them. Okay, so we have 1K. Oh, that thing's just... Yep, that's not going to be an order anymore. That's just decided to come out. Oh, I see the lights flashing. Somebody win again. Nice. Wait, sloth one. So let's just double check that I've pulled the right one out. Pull out the multimeter. And we're looking for resistance. What toy is this now? This is basically the same as we have in the Ducko, but it is a space version. Yo, what's going on, James? How are you doing today? Okay, yeah, 1K. Rip JFix. It's fine, he's got plenty, he can afford to lose. He's still at 2 million. If you look at his points on the bottom of there. Yeah, he gave it to JFix, yeah, you should. I'm going to have a look into to see if it is possible to make a command to give points, like deduct one from one user if they have enough and give them to another user. Is this happening to... Oh, it's going nuts. It's happening for anyone else. I'm watching two streams, doesn't pass. I click away from the screen, I click back. My chat has no idea code. To click. No idea. Sorry, it's not too sure. I wish it was real money. Yeah, me too. That would be very nice. I need some wire. Can I reach this wire? Let's cut some of this. Everything always disappears. Oh, you're the side cutter, so. This is the new wire that we picked up. 3 losses in a row, damn. You're still at 2 mil though. You're close to going under 2 mil though. I think Sloth will win this time though. Squish comes in first. Squish is going to win. No way like it can deal out that many losses in a row. Yep. Squish won. That's how you do it. Yep. Wait till people lose. And then take all the money. Squish benefits off your misery, guys. Oh, somebody won. Who was it? JFix. Can't even get this wire reel open, this one. Ah, you're on a cool down period apparently. Got that stupid tape off this. Did my last one win? Didn't see it. I'm not too sure. I'm 0 apparently. Okay, let me adjust that for you. Okay, try again, Sloth. Check your points. Yeah, so now this is a thinner gauge wire, but it's thicker, like way thicker than the wires which are installed in this. I was trying to get my hands on like wires this thin. These are like 24 gauge as well. The wall must be so thin on them. No, it's 22 gauge, sorry, this one is. This is 24. I lost. It's the 14th, not bad. I think all the people in number 1 have just gone all in. Just got lucky. Like a good couple of times. Okay, so we have 2 wires now. For this. Oh, we gotta be careful we don't break the speaker this time as well, because how badly they're made. Is the wire actually held in place with resin this time, what do you think? Oh no, I don't think it is. Oh, this speaker might be different from the other one, I'm not too sure. It looks like it's got like a little plastic thing. And the speaker coil might be connected to the underside of that, I'm not too sure, I could be wrong. Oh, wait, no. No, I can see the speaker wire. They're doing exactly the same, just running it up and tacking it on with the original wire. That's how it's fun, isn't it? Give all 1 million. Right, let's try and strip these wires back. So we can strip these without wrecking this thing. Slacking this off. Put our wires in there. Grip just till it touches and then tighten this to about there. What's this no work? Oh no, they strip perfectly. There you go. And let's do the same for this end. Dual G-Fix. Yeah, we were having issues the other day trying to get the dual working. Sloth Tech does not have enough points. How do you not have enough points already? I made the transistor info how to solder it in DM. This is faster than in chat. Okay. I'll have a look in a minute now. Gonna tin these wires up a second. We have very limited room on this desk. Got to go help the crew get some duo. Deb's back later, checking progress. Okay, that sponge is dry. I forget we got it down to like 30 humidity in here yesterday, so I'm not surprised. That thing is completely dried out. Okay. Can use them with a big boy solder, because the solder's running low for tinning wires. It is wireless solder, so it is decent solder. Nice. So we've got our wires soldered up now. Or tin, sorry, I should say. Trim them to a reasonable length. I always tin them up and then trim them to whatever length I want. Just makes it a bit easier. There you go. Okay, so I need to check my DMs apparently. Let's have a look on Discord. 1 minute, guys. Seems to be taking a minute to load. Okay. Ah, nice. You found a YouTube video of somebody applying high voltage to the same duck. Voltage is set around 3.3. Okay, let's read this. This is a lot. Okay, I've just read what you said. I kind of understand some of it. I just need to know where I'm soldering stuff. Or do I just do... am I disconnecting the lights, I think, off here? How do we disable the audio though if it's on? That's the issue I'm getting. Is he's still gonna autoplay or not? Because we're gonna take the speaker cable off. Okay, I'm trying to run through the process in my head to try to like understand it. Okay. Run lights only. I don't think it needs like different modes though. Can't we just have it in one mode and just choose when we control just the lights and just the motor, etc. Would that not be easier? Ah, my foot. Been sitting on my foot for too long. So these are going to have to be disconnected, this and this. These are our power. I guess I should wire a larger speaker cable on here. Well, not larger, but longer. So you can go into the DF player. But we don't need two modes though, really, because we can just do it all on one mode, can't we? That's what I'm confused about. Because surely we can just put a transistor between the positive supply of the LEDs and the power, and then one for the between the motor and the power. I don't know if the motor automatically controls the music, but that doesn't matter because we play music manually anyway. Okay. But I'd rather do all of that without time to change the physical switch on the back, because I'm not going to keep like switching the switch every time people want to thing. So I'd rather just have it on one position, the switch, and just use like the code and transistors, etc., to control all of the modes. Because that would just be much easier than having to physically change the switch position. Oh my days, I can't stop sneezing. Oh. God damn it. I can't stop sneezing. It's driving me insane. I'm going to move these wires. I'm going to desolder these speakers. So we need to find the pins that connect. We checked every pin, so I don't know. I don't even know what to check anymore. Been checking stuff for hours now. Yeah, we checked every pin on there. So we need to find the switch for the kit line dance mode and put the wires on there. It's that easy. But do we not already check every pin? I need some tweezers to hold this flat, I think. Gotta be careful because these got like the worst connected worst connection on the speakers ever. The like actual speaker, the way it's built. Oh, it's not even the right wire. I'm really struggling right now though with my bloody nose being so blocked, sniffly. I think they're still connected. Find them later. Bye and Jeff 500 pence. See you later. Okay. My iron seems to be getting worse with time though. These were really stable when I first got it. It's constantly overshooting now though, up to 390. So I hope I don't need a new iron. Okay, so we've got our wires here. So we can remove these speaker wires off here, I guess. So we've removed the speaker wires off this board. They need to go into our DF player, I assume. I can't see any of the pins though, because I don't know if they're not labeled or if it's just because there's a no, I don't think they're labeled. I thought maybe the jumper pins were hiding them. Are these meant to be? Oh, I guess that's a ground one, so it must be. Yeah, where is the speaker plus or minus? Do I need to look a pin out on this online? DF player pin out. Speaker 1 and ground you said, is it? So this third one here. And the second one up. I think that's what you said. Speaker plus, speaker minus. Yeah, on this pinout I'm seeing speaker 1, speaker 2 and ground. Oh. I just want to stop sneezing for like just a bit. It would be nice. See images for the connected to when I made. See the images for connected when I made. Okay. Go have a look at the schematic you sent over before. Okay, so I just share the grounds between the two boards then. So the speakers, just speaker 1 and speaker 2 go to the same speaker. Let's get some flex on here. No, I got soldered on the wrong side of the iron. Okay. There you go. Okay. So I need the ESP now. Ground to ground. Okay, so I want a wire for that. Let me grab black wire. I think we're missing one of the wires. Oh, the blue one's still on the desk, that's why. Alright, let's get a black wire out. Or attempt to get the black wire out. Oh, I hate sellotape. Alright. There you go. Get out of your tape. So we don't really need a super long wire for this. We can probably trim it down later. So let's cut this down. Oh well. Strip these down. Good evening, everyone. Yo, what's going on, the boring Brit? How are you doing today? I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. I'd say very good. I can't stop sneezing and sniffling, but apart from that, I'm good. Well, let's trim this down slightly. Just trying to solder this ESP up that FarmTech has sent us a schematic for. Yeah, I know that's not very good. Let's try putting a bit of flex on it. The other ones went on perfect, but I don't know, this one not so much. Let's try again. It's not quite straight or soldered properly. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So this now needs to go into the ESP board. Over here. So this is the part I enjoy. You actually get to solder things and put things together. I hate all the other steps. Let's chuck this into here. Get this wire run over to here. Trying to hold stuff still is difficult to say the least. Okay, that's all done. Okay, let's have a look at the next steps. So I need to connect. Okay, so voltage will be going in here. Bruce, you have a green wire here. Okay, I'm going to color code it just like you have it as well, just because I have colored wires. So we will grab a green wire, because you've decided to use green on the schematic. So we will match that. And I guess it's probably better if we use a bit of each colour, because we're not going to use all of one colour then and run out. I'll be stuck using green wire for positive or something stupid. I wish they made these easier to open though, rather than just like wrapping sellotape around them. There you go. There you go. I hate sellotape so much. It just sticks to everything. Get out of here. It's now on the floor, so it's now going to stick to my foot as soon as I walk anywhere near it. Great. Alright, so we need another wire. Can we measure this wire up a bit? Yeah, somewhere here, around this length. Yeah, I'm surprised more of the new commands have not been used as well. It's probably good though, because the screen would probably be spammed. But I've not had any like cost or anything to them yet. I think I've been using the commands more than anybody. The lurking one's probably my favourite one. Hut is good as well, though. So it's a pretty funny one. Tin up some more wires here. Okay, so this green wire needs to go to the third one down, apparently, into D1, I'm assuming that is. Let's just double check. D1. Yeah, because we've got TX, RX, D1. So D1 into the third one down on here. Okay, we can do this. Hopefully these wires are in the way now, though. Hopefully I haven't made too much wire, because last time it was an issue. I had to like trying to close it back up. Third one down. Okay, so third one down. Oh, I didn't even re-tin these ones. I only could done the bottom ones. I guess I should have done the entire row at the same time. Like instead of re-tin, that must not even the right term. Adding some leaded solder and flux to the things I need to solder onto the pins. Let me clean that tip. It's grubby. Okay. We actually have some. Oh, it's gone completely blank. That's it. Solder and flux on there. Now we need a green wire. Where the hell is the green wire? We just had a green wire? I swear we had a green wire. Is it this one? Ah, it is this one. I could see that one there, but for some reason I thought it was a different wire. Oh, did I just burn the... No, I don't think I did. Thank God. Oh, I want to trim that down slightly. Slightly too long. Only by like a fraction of a millimetre. Maybe like half a mil, quarter of a mil. But, I've got OCD about trying to make the wires neater lately. Things either bug me or they don't. There's no like in between. I don't think I've done a good job of soldering that one. I don't know. Let me try moving that one. It might have been okay, but it just looked like... I don't think it is connecting to the to the card reader ground shield. But I don't know, it's just bending in the direction of that and I don't like it. I don't quite trust it. No, I don't think it is touching it though. Should we get it on the front? Yeah. That would be optimum. Okay, that's okay. It's slightly blobby because we took so long to do it, so most of the flux is burnt up at that point, but it's on there and it looks stable. So this needs to connect over to D1, which we haven't tinned up either. Because why you would re-tin stuff up ahead of time and make our life easier? That would be too organised. So we'll go with this side of the iron. So we'll add a little bit of thick boy solder we're using now. Just because I haven't got much left of this in solder, so I probably should save this for when I actually need to feed solder into an area. Or when I actually need it, I'll have none left. Because I've just been using it for everything. Wire. Okay, now we need a Oh, we already got the wire. We haven't connected it. Oh, okay. All right, this goes to D1, which is probably off screen right now. Not too sure how well this is showing to you guys. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's completely gone out of frame. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. So we've got that and that soldered on. Let's have a look. Now we want a yellow wire, apparently. A yellow wire. So let's see if there's an easy way to open this with this stupid cell tape. Oh, just seen the slots flash up, 71. It's funny, the lights react before the chat box tells you you've won. You can always tell when somebody's won. Farm tech, just to know, like, what's it called? Increases gain over everybody else. How much of a lead do you have on everybody else right now? Just have a look. Farm tech, 3-0. Jeez. Damn, James is under 2 now. You must have had a bad run. Squish is still third though. It just shows how sweaty you guys are. Alright, so now we want this going from, what's it going from? Okay, let's go to D2. So it's coming from here, around here, to here. So wire lengths are probably not be perfect, but it's way more precise than I normally am. Oh, Ducko! 6 likes on the stream. Thank you very much, whoever hit the like button. It's much appreciated. Ducky appreciates it too, as you can see. We're up to 6 likes on the stream so far. Let's put some fresh solder on here. It's got a fair weight on it, this 6 solder. Oh, it's got flux all over my fingers. Forgot I flexed at the end, but it was like a stray wire. And then I went to like retwist it, and now I've got fluxy hands. Great. God damn it. It's a D2. So let's connect this over to D2 here. Just trim that down slightly. Okay, that's all done there. This now needs to go across to, let's have a look at the length on there. It's basically okay. This goes to the second pin down on the DF player, okay? Second pin down on the DF player. So it's getting more and more difficult as we add more wires not to burn anything. Okay, is that soldered on there well? I think it is. Yep, yeah, that's flown. Probably the neatest I've soldered something up in a while. These wires are pretty decent, these new wires. I forgot we need to remove the old duck command. That does remind me, because we've still got this duck. And we can duck and duck, haven't we, when we finally realise that we could set one up. Now I need a positive wire. So are we using this one? So I guess we can use this one because I have no idea where the positives actually go in for now. So we'll just trim this one up right now. Not too sure if you guys can see too well. Just stripping the ends of this wire and tinning it up. I just put a tiny little bit of flux on there, which you don't have to do if you feed the solder in, but then you need an extra set of hands. But if you put a bit of flux on it, you can just add a bit of solder to your tip. Most of the flux burns off straight away when you do that, by the time you get over to here. But it doesn't matter because you've got that flux on the wire already. Nice and easy. I struggled for ages to get a tin. I used to be able to tin wires, but they never looked how they do when you see them from the factory. Yeah, flux is the key. Alright, so this now is just a power wire. So this goes to our top pin apparently on the DF player. Question mark, question mark. You entered the wrong command if that's for your question mark in. Farm Tech. The command is Ducko with an O at the end. You should know this now that you've done it millions of times, unless you're question marking something else. Carthor, what are you working on now? Nice 57k win for Carthor. Was that all in for you, Carthor? Nothing. Why you no work on nothing, Carthor? So I need power here on this board. Oh, Ducko! I'm watching this slow. Yeah, it was all in. Nice. That's what I like to see. Go big or go home. I forget. I have 600 lines of code in my head. Yeah, he does. Farm Tech literally made 600 odd lines of code for this thing. I was scrolling for ages, trying to get to the end of the code. But it just keeps going forever. Exactly, either zero balance or big balance. Yep. You get points just for watching anyway. Even if you're AFK in, I think, and liking the stream. And I think checking, daily check-ins and stuff. So power, we want one more power cable, I guess. Grab another red cable. So we know what. Red cable to come from here, up here, round to over here, around this length would be roughly about the same length. Trying to put some of this wire in. In terms how about this wire, I like to uncoil this off. Okay, let's put that to the side. So we've got nice little silicone wire here. So we're just going to twist the end of this and tin this one up like we did the others. Solder. This adds a lot of solder to your tip though, because it's such a big thick solder. That's why I stopped using it. But it's perfect for tinning wires, so I should have probably been using it to tin wires this entire time, rather than wasting the thin mechanic solder. But I do think this solder is a bit better. I think it's got a higher flux count in it though, maybe. I can't even see right now because I burned the hell at the top for using it as a solder stand. It's pretty flaxy and burnt. But it's a Weller solder, so it's a good solder. This one's a 6040, which it shouldn't flow better being a 6040 than a 3762, is it? Or whatever it is, a 6337. The point of this version of Ducko is you can blink LEDs, play sound, down to a sound, any sound you set up. This is the most universal version with lots of options for commands in Lumia. Yeah, yes it is. And it's all thanks to Farm Tech and his code. Okay, so we have our power. Could all of this run off batteries, do you reckon, just to test it? Or do I have to wire all this up to a power supply? I wonder how well it'd work. Max 999 sound clips. Wait, no, not 999. 9999. Yeah, 9,999 sound clips. Well, I guess, yeah, that or 32 gig, whichever we hit first. But I don't think we'll fill 32 gigs. So I remember when I was younger, I used to have like 512 meg MP3 players. I used to install quite a few tracks on them. Yeah, battery is okay. So it'll boot off 4.5 or 4-ish. That's good to know. Just remember the cap. Yeah, where am I putting this cap? I can see the resistor showing on the schematic, which I completely forgot to add, I think. Yeah, that I completely forgot to add. I need a resistor between D2, you say on here, on the thing. So I've forgotten that. Was this the 1K resistor that we've got here? So you want us to put between D2 and wherever D2 connects to? This was this tower here. Between ground near DF player. Well, this resistor? Oh, no, but the capacitor, I think, yeah? Between positive and ground near DF player. Oh, okay. That's going to be a pain to integrate. Also, the ground on the ESP, we need to have a shade ground going to the current supply, don't we, or the power supply? Resistor between ESP, TX, okay, transmit and receive, okay. Wait a second, between transmit and receive, schematic's not wired. The way you've got it in the schematic, you haven't got it wired up, the resistor's not wired up to transmit or receive. you sure that schematic you sent me is right? Because you've got the yellow cable, which is going from the second one down on here, and it goes to D2. You have nothing wired to transmit or receive on the ESP. So yeah, I'm a bit confused there. Because yeah, we have nothing soldered into transmit or receive like TX or RX. D1, D2 is RX and TX. You sure? Because there's literally one that's labelled on your TX and RX on the board. It's separate from D1. See? We've got transmit and receive up there at the top there. Are you sure? The D1 and D2? Or are you assigning D1 and D2 as transmit and receive? Because we have built in TX, RX here. Or have you just assigned these pins as transmit and receive? Because, yeah, I'm a bit confused there. Yeah, I don't understand anything. You just type for there. Const int df. Okay, that's from the code where you're defining it. Okay. Df rx is 4. And then, okay, so you've defined it in the code. Okay. It's a constant integer. I'm assuming. In your software serial. Okay. Okay, now that makes more sense because I was confused. I thought like, do you want me to actually put this onto TX and RX? This is flexy as hell, this board. I'm not surprised I dump about 10 ton of flex on everything. Just as image. Okay. So the resistor you mentioned, is it this one? Is it the 1K resistor? $1K, yes, thank you. Okay, I'll do that now. My nose is literally just dripping right now, non-stop. This is not good. I hope it's just like allergies. I do have like bad allergies now and again. And I'm not getting like ill. Maybe it's the sunlight we've had. Maybe I'm allergic to sunlight. We rarely get sunlight in this country, so it won't surprise me. It's going to okay, try again. Try to use your real words. Big boy words. Okay. I'm going to cut the legs down on this resistor to make it a bit smaller. And add a little bit of solder. Yeah, a little bit of solder. Oh, I just accidentally knocked my phone up. My music, just deafening myself. But I'm going to try using this flux instead because I haven't used this one in ages. Because I think for like tinning components, this flux might be better. Because I can just poke the leg in.
have to have enough solder on there to make it flow, wouldn't it? Yep, nice. Just poke the leg in there. And then, maybe this flex isn't that good. Who knows? Maybe it's just not enough on there. I know it's decent enough. I've used it before. It's SRA, made in USA. It's like you are my arms robot builder right now. Yeah, I know I am. I do feel like a robot. Right, how are we gonna? I guess we have to take this out of here. So we need to hold the wire. So I don't have enough hands to hold the wire. Oh, I still haven't put the heat shrink on there. Okay, 1 second. Heat shrinky. There you go. Boom. Heat shrink. So we'll just work 1 full heat shrink on you. I say 1 full. Like we've got ones that come in little pre-cut segments, variant sizes. I know you can't get like them on a roll. We're not chucking a full roll on. That would be overkill. It'd be nice if I could keep this iron still long enough so this actually bonds and solidifies. There you go. My hands are super unsteady today. Let's not cut this wire, get it tangled, and then resolder it, because I won't appreciate that. Can we get this bonded together? Hopefully that's okay. Did Worms leave us again? Yep, Worms abandoned us. He's playing the Fortnite right now. I think since Worms suggested you be a mod, he's like, sweet, I'm gonna have my moderation duties. I can slack off now. But no, that's fine. I understand how it is. Playing games is, way more fun probably. But I stopped playing games because I felt like I wasn't like I spent I've got many years. I've got over 10,000 hours just in one game, Ark Survival Evolved. And then just thinking back, I'm like, it was great times, great memories, done so much crazy stuff, met some good people, but I just think how much time I've wasted. And I can have a 5-hour gaming session at 10 hours. I can game all day, I can play for 16 hours and not really achieve anything. And I can spend an hour IRL doing something in the house. And I achieve so much. And I'm like, wait, this only take me an hour. And then when you compare how much you could sit there, time flies by when you're playing games, and then you don't get anything done that you need to. I can mop, put the hoover over, tidy the house from top to bottom in an hour. And in a game, I would basically do nothing. But that's because of the way games are built. They're meant to absorb your time. You're meant to have levels and progression. And, if you had everything unlocked in the game straight away, then you wouldn't go back to the game and keep playing it. Yeah, I know. As soon as you made me party, you ran away. Yes, you did. But it's all good. Squish still has absolutely ridiculous watch time in this server. He did put in a lot of hours at the start. Let's have a look at his hours, because he's not actually on yet now, because I don't think he wants to know how much watch time he actually had. Your watch time is gone. Okay. Yours and Squish's are still pretty close considering. But yeah, I won't say yours. It's pretty high. Squish has 1 day, 10 minutes. watch time. So Squish has 24 hours and 10 minutes watch time, basically, on this. And we've only been doing this channel for, what, like 2 months now, I think? But I have been putting the hours in streaming. But I'm also quite slow at getting things done. That's probably why it's taken like 20 billion hours. I need to start doing more videos as well. So I might start streaming less, even though I really do enjoy streaming. It's my favorite, but it's probably not best for the channel. It's good for the channel. It's nice to have the interaction. But like some people don't have time for the streams, different time zones, stuff like that, or they might just prefer to watch a video on their own time. So I need to like split the content, some videos, and then thing. But I won't be doing a video all the time because I can't afford to be just doing videos like every week. So maybe every month, every 2 months, I'll try to work on over time, like a larger, nicer project with better like film quality and stuff. Because the biggest letdown on the stream camera looks great, but if you watch it on YouTube, it looks ass because the bit rate, because of the streaming and my internet not being that good. So it'd be nice just to have some nicer quality content as well. But I just enjoyed the streaming aspect more. It's figuring out the interaction with chat. You never know what's gonna like happen. You know, what people are gonna type, who's gonna trigger Ducky, am I gonna get jump scared? You know, who's gonna join, etc. It's just nice. He needs some gaming time for fun. Yes, yes, he does. I don't blame him. He did tell me I should jump on. I haven't jumped on Fortnite in a long, long time. I do need to go back to trying to finish my maps at some point, but it was just, I got fed up with trying to get the code working in that map. I don't even know if they've probably added things to make it easier now and options, but at the time you could make NPCs. It took a while because you had to make your models, your animations, everything for like that, retargeting and a bunch of other annoying stuff. So I had all them working. I had script, they'd move to the player. I had different enemy types. They were like mannequins. Just because obviously the game needs to be rated for certain things. Like can't be doing zombies, but then they're going to be lame. You can't have like blood and gore and stuff. You need 2 gig upload downloads. I have, damn, that's crazy. What's going on? I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong. Erosian reactions? Erosian reactions, maybe? My reading is absolutely atrocious. I do apologize if I have got your channel name incorrect. How are you doing? But yeah, basically I had like almost everything sorted, but there was no way to... Well, it kind of was a way built in. You can use an audio player device. Well, it's not built in. Basically, they had no sound. So I had NPCs that follow you around, but there was no sound, which is a bit lame because you have no spatial awareness and you couldn't hear. Yeah, I can barely do this anyway, so don't worry. Farm Tech is literally the one helping me do all of this kind of stuff, basically. Because I am hopeless at coding, as I'm kind of explaining now, basically. It took me like 2 years of struggling through building maps on Fortnite to even get some basic code working. But I found like an epic example code. They had infiltration or something like that, and they'd use what was called a shout to use a audio player device, and then you could use the player at the location of the agent who triggered that. And you would be calling triggers on behalf of that agent by passing that through as like the initiator. But I had it all working, but I just couldn't get the audio playing from the actual NPCs. So I gave up, and that was like 5 months ago. I was like, I'm taking a break. I've had enough of like stress in working on maps. But I built like a whole bunch of maps. This one I was working on, you could drag and drop and use Fortnite assets, but I made everything from scratch as well as using some asset packs. All custom, it was a mole, all custom shop names, which are based on like memes and other stuff. I can't remember any of the names.
of them right now. Yeah, I can't remember the names of any of them. I know one was called Cool Beans, because that's from Napoleon Dynamite. But I had some other, I had a bunch, like loads. I'd like to really finish that map. The objectives of that map, you spawn in, there's like a level system, which I haven't quite finished tweaking. But basically it's based on Left 4 Dead, Dead Center finale, level. So when you spawn in, gas canisters spawn around in random locations within the map, and you have to go around and pick up them gas canisters, bring them back to the escape vehicle, and fill them up one by one while you're getting swarmed by like different types of special infected. So we've got like ones which run fast, ones which are like medium speed, some which like crawl on the floor, all with like varying health. And I'd like to add environmental effects to like so the small ones, if you kill them, there'll be like a damage gas left in the area for a certain amount of time, or like maybe some acid or something on the floor, which I could do the VFX part, you know, pool on the floor or a gas cloud or something, trigger spawn at location that this bot died at. But it's just too much work for me, basically. I hate looking at code. So when you start getting loads of code on the screen and it's just text on text and my eyes just hurt, I hate it. I might need glasses, I don't know. I can see all of this stuff fine. I go to the opticians and they're like, oh yeah, your eyes are in really good condition. You don't need glasses. But like, I look at text and it makes my eyes go funny. And I also do have like they call it a floater, like something floating around in either eye, which apparently the optician also said is normal. So yeah, I hate coding. Makes my eyes, strains my eyes kind of thing. I did some C++ in school, but nowadays I do most in Python. Okay, I started in C++ 1 year before it was basic coding for me. C++ is hard to learn. Yeah, you guys should probably be able to learn Verse quite easily, the language that they use in UEFN. About 2 or 3 years ago, I would have said, get into it, learn it. You can make millions. But right now, Epic just laid off either 1,000 or 10,000. I know they laid off a lot of staff right now. They're making a lot of cutbacks. So yeah, I don't know how much of a stable future career that would be. And the language is not using anything else. It's an object-oriented programming language. It's got a lot of checking. Everything has to be defined. It's not like, is it Python? I think it's Python, the language, so you can just chuck whatever. You can initiate stuff and you haven't even got to declare what they are or anything. It's like, yeah, just initiate this value. Don't need to say this an int and then actually have a value declared for this int. So basically a lot of error checking and stuff built in to avoid like runtime errors and stuff. Actually, no, I think technically you can still get runtime errors, but you won't get any compilation errors. You could have like Verse runtime errors still. They're very rare though. But that's generally if you're like doing a loop or too many loops and stuff, and then you're just overloading it, and like the tick count is limited on that as well. It's not as high as normal things. But I almost sound like I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I really struggled to learn and do all of that stuff. And obviously being out of the scene for so long, since then I did something called Scene Graph, which was like similar as the way the code works in different blocks and segments you can compile together, like modular. That's what Scene Graph they added now, so you can make modular, your own modular actions, functions, custom items, etc., which you couldn't do any of that before. But yeah, trying to catch up with all of that is going to be a headache. The longer I leave it though, the more I've got to catch up on. Probably got to go through like 5 months of patch notes, see what they've added. Yeah, once you've learned something, never ever get out of it if you want to go back into it though. Especially when it's something current and they keep updating and changing things. Python's kind of annoying. I've had code I would have to wait an hour and a half until I know to misspell something. Yep. That's the problem with Python. Like it's easier because you can't just do whatever you want from what I've heard. But obviously that can cause a lot of issues because you have to be manually checking stuff yourself because Python's just like, whatever, yeah, I'll take that, that'll do. And then when you try to run the code's just like, why you give me a potato, bro? Alright, let's see what we need to actually power. Oh, we just need to do that. We've done the resistor. Okay. We're almost done with all the soldering. I think we might be able to We've got a speaker. Yes, yes. Yeah, we're almost done. I need to go and find a lighter for this heat shrink. And probably in about 20 minutes or so, I will probably wrap up the stream because I'm trying to wrap it up a little bit early every night because I'm not getting enough sleep at all. And I just look in the mirror and I've just been looking rough these last couple of weeks. Basically. Look like I've aged about 10 years since I started streaming. You guys are aging me. Alright, give me 2 minutes, I'll be back now. Let's put Bailey in the room to balance it on this desk right now. I'm going to take a good pee as well, actually, because I'm on my feet. Okay, I'm back. I want to learn Python, but can't handle more learning right now. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm exactly the same. Like, I really, really want to learn to, like, code. I just struggle. It's just like, I think the biggest problem I have with learning stuff is I don't want to start at the beginning. I want to jump right in and start doing complicated stuff. And then I run into so many issues. Oof, what a day. What's going on, Photo Fix? How are you doing today? We've been enjoying the lovely sun today that we've had. Didn't get to see much of it. But it's always like it's sunny here when I'm streaming with all these lights on. Might as well be middle of the day somewhere right now. Don't know how many watts of power we got. We do have a
I think it's 1,000 watt. Light as well. Not on right now, but we do have one. It's an Amaran by Aperture. Not rich enough to afford Aperture, so I buy the stud brand, which are basically exactly the same. It's just got a bit more plastic on it. Perfect for hobbyists and home use. Just not if you're lugging stuff around and using stuff day in, day out. You know, metal's going to hold that better. Ducko! Farm Tech just flexing on his points. Is it working? Yeah, he is working. Nice. Let's have a quick look at this schematic. Yeah, we don't have a light pink wire, sorry, Farm Tech. So I'm going to have to deviate from the schematic slightly with that colour of wire in. I have a white wire though. So we'll use white for the cereal. I think we've used every colour of our wires then. And we new silicone wires. First time using silicone wires as well. I just got these ones from Amazon. There's like loads of kits. They're all basically the same. They must buy it on a big thing and just unwind however much. Even though I shows the picture that they come in like a box where you can pull it out from this position. But these ones don't. You have to give them this position. There is little holes in this box, but it's the box looks nothing like the one on the ad. But there are little holes. You can technically keep it in the box and feed it out like that. On the ad though, is showing them all coming out from the front vertically. Just use any colour, it's not important. No, it is important, Farm Tech, it matters. If we don't use the correct colour wire, it won't work. No, it's just so I get, me being a dummy, gets less confused if I use all the same colour wires, I'm just going to confuse the hell out of myself. So I'm just going to use different colour wires for everything. Oh, yeah, this is why I hate sellotape. A glove is just perished. We do need to buy more gloves as well. We haven't got many left. So I really don't want to be ripping holes in them. God damn it. Every stream we rip a hole in the gloves. They're pretty good gloves as well, like strong. Watch me just rip it in half. Like, you know, I'm pulling that all the way down to there. It's not tearing. You know, not being gentle with this thing. Change colour on images, and yeah, I'll have to change the colour on the image so it matches. No, I'm not that OCD about it. So this needs to go to the cereal, you said, doesn't it? So D3, we're using as the cereal. And let's go into the cereal's top right over this side, okay. So you want some flux. Let's get a flux out. I also cannot wait to eat. I am hungry again. Bring out the thick boy solder. Looks like plumber's bloody solder or something. It's so thick. We look so ghetto right now. With our thick solder that's dirty, our hole in our bloody glove. Somebody be like, oh, how did a homeless person get a camera and start live streaming? Next time, get Insemina gloves. What are they? These are, I think they're nitrile. I forgot what they're made of now. I think they're nitrile. The box is over there. Yeah, nitrile, black pearl, nitrile powder-free, non-sterile, single-use examination gloves. You can't get thicker ones. They're more expensive, like mechanic ones. Not this mechanic. But like mechanic as in like fixing a car mechanic. Yeah, nitrile, yeah. Where's this one going on ESP? D3, okay, so from here.
over to here. Let's try to get these wires roughly the same length. Because so many times I do a bad job my wires and they just like all over the place. I'm hoping I don't need to trim these down. Problem is these are all going to have to be resoldered and fed through here into the back. So I don't know why I'm doing such a neat job of all of this. I literally just realised. When you stick your hand arm up in a cow. Ah, them gloves. Yeah, they're pretty strong, but they're pretty long as well. Maybe I can get some second hand. No, I'm joking. Would not want to be using a used pair of them. We're doing soldering. Is that what you used when you were soldering farm tech? Yeah, that would look cool, funny in a live video. Yeah, it would. It'd also be slightly gross. If it were used. Let me just double check the schematic. Yeah, top right, okay. Solder this. Let's make us a little shorter. You were too tall. No tall boys allowed here, sorry. Yeah, the other side is fine. No gloves when I solder. Bad boy. If I'm not on camera, I don't generally wear gloves as much. I should though. I started wearing them mainly because I was like restoring a lot of Xbox controllers. And yeah, my hands were just getting wrecked from all the IPA basically. It was just like only my right hand, but I guess that's the main one I was using to do everything with. The IPA was just drying my skin out basically. It's getting really bad, like dry skin on my right hand. Just on like here and here basically. And I did not like that. So I started wearing gloves because I got these gloves from when I do like work with the chemicals and stuff I've got. So they've lasted me a while because I don't use like acids and stuff like that every day. Generally just once a year when I need to do like spring cleaning or restoring stuff. I went to grab a light and I completely forgot it. Let's grab one in a second after we solder this D3 in here. Oh, it's a bit long. Okay. I don't operate on ducks, so no gloves needed. Yeah, you gotta, wear gloves when you're operating. I wouldn't want to give this duck an infection or anything. Gonna make sure everything's sterile. 100% sterile workstation. We'll put him in the UV box, sterilize him. I think everything's soldered. Oh, we just need a lighter for that. We get it. I bring fire. Okay. Dr. Ducko. Alright, that is all done, I think. I think the only thing we're missing is an additional ground wire, which is not shown on the schematic. Yeah, it is shown on the schematic. You've got ground and a T's in the middle. We need a black wire. Okay, apparently we've lost our, never mind, it's here. So we just need a black wire now. It'll be fun trying to check that on there. And that needs to be able to reach to here. So let's do that roughly about the same length as this. That should be okay. New firmware is in DM for the new deck now, with some samples MP3. Tried your own 2 MP3. Well, update. Okay, yeah, I'll figure that out another time probably. For now, I'm just hoping to get it soldered. We should have 2 audio tracks already on there. I just want to see if it plays like a sound, basically, for now. And then we've got to figure out how to wire it into the duck. Because at the moment it's just a standalone module. So this wire here, just because I want to make some food soon. I'm gonna try and keep the streams between like 2 and 3 hours maybe, off my own weekends. It's because we were doing like 6 and sometimes 8 hour streams and stuff just in the middle of the week. When I've had like almost no sleep. And then I have to get up early. The different in the new version is that you can set up GPIO high or low as output for NPN, PMP transistor use. Okay, so we can use different transistors. We have the option to. Okay, that's cool. I ordered Space Duck 2. 110-day delivery time. What? There's got to be somewhere you can get one faster than 110-day delivery time. That's way too long. I could understand like 4 weeks or something, but 110 days, like, yeah, that's way too long. I could probably send you one faster than that from Wales. Oh my days, will this wire stay in place? "10 days fell in error." Okay, I was thinking then 110 days. Like, geez, they like custom making it for you, raising the duck. 10 days. Okay, 10 days is reasonable. Do you reckon the solder's going to come off these pads again? Because last time, this is a different factory though. You just touched the solder and it just fell off the pads they was on. Let's connect this ground over here. Well, we've connected that one, but we've disconnected the other one. Great. Okay, now we need some tweezers. Cannot find anything on this desk right now though, so you're just gonna have to grab another set of tweezers. This is where we have many tweezers, but they're not the ones we want. Which is
Oh, it's come off the pad now. Oh, we're having great like soldering the wires onto here. Let's try again. Okay, it's actually soldered on there now. In this line, you set GPIO to be high or low. 1 is high, 0 low by pin types 0.1. Okay, it's a bit confusing for me, but we'll take a look at that one tomorrow. I think this is all soldered up now, is it not, FarmTech? So if I put batteries in this now, wait. This wire might help if this was connected, wouldn't it? I don't think they used any flex when they soldered these wires on here though. They are spiky. They got like peaks like mountains. Okay, let's connect it. To test, you only need power for ESP and dfplayer. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, and there's another power cable here. I forgot we had multiple power cables. I've been wondering why it's not working. No, can we not get this to connect? Okay, there we go. Yeah, but I don't have a power supply here a second. So I was just going to plug the batteries in, like we said earlier. So if I put this onto just like light mode, it should provide power to everything in the circuit, I'd assume. So does this no, I can't even speak. Does this mean the ESP is getting power now? Four volts? 4.1 volts coming into the ESP. The DF player is getting 4 volts as well. Okay, so if I try that link, that should play sound 1. Okay, nice. Let's give this a go. Oh, I forget it's just a link and I can click it. All right, let me pause my music. Okay, no, I can't. It's just give me an option to like time mute and stuff. All right, let me see if I can. So type it, I can't copy it. It's giving me an option to click it, but I can't click it. So I'm going to copy and paste it. 2 seconds, guys. Let's see if this works. A site cannot be reached. Ah, wait.
it's because you typed your ESP and I need to type the IP address. 192.1.1. Does anybody remember what it was? Was it 3.6? I'm just going to try 3.6. Okay, we open close window. We had it open yesterday. Yeah, it was 3.6. Because I've got the, what's it called? The menu that you made, the Ducko dashboard open. It says DF not ready, idle. No, it says DF player not ready. In the web UI. Because, yeah, I've got it open here. It says DF not ready. Q0 idle, DF not ready. Then the DF player is not getting serial from the ESP. Yeah, I have no idea why. And this is definitely a serial pin that we've used. Because everything is wired, as far as I can tell. This wire is much nicer to work with, though, definitely. So how do we confirm? Because the cable is connected. It was top right, you said. Let me just check the schematic you sent. Yeah, top right pin. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like everything is wired according to the schematic. I won't go as far as calling it schematic, wiring diagram, I guess. ESP, TX, a DF player. Yeah, they're all connected. Second one down, yellow. Going to D2, yes. Green, D1. Going to third one down, yes. Speaker, yes. Ground, yeah. All seems okay. Reset power on ESP, DF player. I'm assuming not going to switch off on the back, but now knock the ESP off. Let's refresh this dashboard and check. No. Let's remove a battery, I guess, then, and then check. Okay, now I think it's off because it's not refreshing. So I guess the ESP still gets power when the switch is in the off position. Oh yeah, because I guess it's not going through this board here. Yeah, site cannot be reached, okay. Let's just put the battery back in. Calm down, Duck. Okay, well the web UI is loaded. So let's try it.
Nope, this site cannot be reached. And we definitely have, I might definitely type in this right. Yeah, I've refreshed the web UI. That loads fine, the web UI. But I can't get that URL to load. Wrong IP? I don't think so. The IP is right. Remove HTTP? Okay. Okay, well I removed the HTTP and it says player not ready. Yes, we get it. Player not ready for some reason. Do you have any ideas? I can show you the wiring in the microscope if that helps. In case I've missed anything, but I think it's all correct. I guess you can't even really see it too well there. ESP is now talking to dfplayer. Let's try removing it from here just in case it's like short in anything. Even though I do have rubber on them. So it should be fine. Let's try. No, DF, or just says player not ready, I think. Does this need a certain amount of voltage? Is this just like, can this run off 4 volts? Or is it just not get enough power? Do we know if the DF player can, or the operating range for the voltages on the DF player? So I have a 5-volt crocodile clips here. Which I will try. Well, let me connect these to the desk first, to the rubber mat, so I don't short them in my hand while I'm plugging them into a bloody wall socket. Okay. Let me take the batteries out. Okay. Oh, iron's not even a temperature. Wait for this to get hot. Beep. Says it's a temperature, but there you go, now it's a temperature. Or is it still lying to me? Yeah, there you go, okay. Oh, I hate having to unsolder these wires again. There you go. Very quickly see if we can tack these two together here. Just for a quick connection. No, apparently we've done the opposite of bridging them. Oh, that's getting hot. Ow, wire hot. Maybe if I'd like cross them. But how am I going to hold that? I think that might be connected now. I'm back. Yo, what's going on? I'm back. Played bad tonight. Okay. Did you win? Did you not win? Did you get into a real lobby instead of a bot lobby? Is this still bot lobbies on Fortnite? Swap RX and TX pins. So you reckon that's the issue? Yeah, damn. I'm just going to test. We're getting some noise on the speaker then. Okay. No, I think we're still getting dfplayer not ready. Need you on our team. Probably, because I haven't played him forever. You probably get non-stop bot lobbies. I think it's a problem. GPIO is RX, GPIO is TX, and ESP. Okay, so you want me to swap the TX and RX around? So I'm swapping the green and the yellow wires, yeah? Let me just check make sure this control panel is still loaded in. Yeah, that still loads fine. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Right, calm down. Disconnect this power, because apparently it's not smart to solder with the electricity connected to things. We're learning. Alright, so we want to swap these wires. Right. So we'll do on the ESP because it's probably easier. So if we grab this wire, this iron tip is way too big for this. But on the plus side, it connects, that's not the word. Makes good thermal contact. Okay, so let me just double check what's on the schematic and do the opposite way around because I've already forgotten. So yellow should be going to the third one down. Yellow, 1, 2, 3. Wait, yellow's the third one. No, wrong thing I'm looking at. Yellow should be going to D1 if I'm swapping them. D1, okay, yellow to D1. Which one leaves one slot for the slot? Can't even speak. One slot for this one to go into. Okay, so you feel like that was the issue of Farm Tech. We will give it a go. Let's cross these wires here. See if we can get them soldered. Let's connect the positive. Are you sure? Yes, I'm positive. Ha 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 ha. Reminds me of the South Park episode. Rick Cartman, everybody's asking if he's sure, and he's just like, yeah, I'm not just sure, I'm HIV positive. Okay, it's a little glitchy in ourselves, the power going to it. Okay, let's refresh this. It's not refreshing instantaneously, but we're still getting nothing happening. This thing doesn't want to power on at all, no? Yeah, I can't get the ESP or anything to power on, no? Is this connected yet? Refresh. Don't say we've like somehow broken the ESP in the last couple of seconds. Oh wait, no, yeah, I can't get the web UI to load now. Oh, for God's sake. Is D3 higher or lower volt? I don't know, since I've swapped them around, I can't get the ESP to power on now. I'm just gonna get this wired with the Scovey and stay here. I'll just stay there, you stupid wire. D3. .2 volts, 3.3 volts on D3, 3.3 volts on D2, 3.3 volts on D1. Swap them back. More swap in, most I'll do it. D3 is high, that's okay, not playing. That's all connected now. It doesn't work this time though. I'm gonna have to go make some food, I think I'm starving. I've been hungry for a while. Okay. It's the busy signal. D3 go low. The track is playing. Okay. No, we still get DF player not ready. Web UI loads instantaneously. But we still get DF player not ready. When we try the sounds $S equals 1. yeah, I have no idea. It's powered up and working. The bulb it just keeps saying DF player not ready. Just double check the connection on you. This might be short into ground. The transmit. Let's have a look. On the receive, whichever one it is. Show it the microscope. ESP 20DF, but not working. I need to check that. Yeah, just check there's not the soldering connection here. See there, I can't see if it is touching or not. Let's put it in closer. Let's put it even closer again. How close can we get this thing? Okay, I see our issue. I think. Is that touching? Oh, no, wait, I don't think it is touching. Or is it? Because if we go like directly above it, it looks like there's a gap. Maybe it is. Yeah, yes, bonded on the side. Okay, I think I see. Let me just fix this. Alright, can we get to that cable? Alright, I'm not going to bother to take some of this off. I should cut some off. Take a look at that, and I've just cleaned that pin up. Oh, just dropping everything. Can't even tell. That still looks like there's something. Is there meant to be something on this player that's connected to that pin, like sticking up? Or something fallen onto there? Because there is a little something on there. I just can't seem to figure out if it's meant to be there or not. If the card's not right, correct? We sure it's not whatever that issue I showed is under the microscope. Like, is this meant to have this thing on here? Because to me this looks like this is shorted. Can we even see this here? See this thing sticking up here? Like, what's that about?
That thing on the back of the pin. Surely that's not meant to be there. Or is that meant to be there? Because that's connecting to the ground. Because it's connecting to the outer case of the card reader. Surely that's not meant to be like that. Yeah, but what about this thumbtack? Like this here. Is that meant to be there? Because to me that doesn't look right. That looks like a bit of wires falling there. There's bridging this. I swear that's not meant to be there. Remove it, that's what I'm thinking. Just waiting for Farm Tech to let me know if it's meant to be there or not, because he's familiar with the boards. But I think he's got like a massive delay to the stream. We don't have enough solder on the end here. Okay. Let me see if I can find an image. Thank you, Squish. Yeah, I got a feeling that's not meant to be there. I don't know. It just moved when I hit it with the iron. So I don't know. I just feel like that's not meant to be there. Could be wrong, but why would it be sure? Well, like, why would it be intentionally like connected to ground? I don't know. Okay, that's fine. We've removed it, so we'll see. Just gotta clean up the area. Hopefully that's not connected anymore. Yeah, it looked like there's like a little thin cable connecting it. I don't know, I got a feeling that might meant to be there. So again, a bunch I can't get to solder. Does this look like yours? I'll have a look at this wish. It looks like you shorted the TX with that. Yes, that's the same one. Yeah, that one's got the same thing going on. Oh, we just removed it. Oh no, wait, that's the other one. I think the other pin that is meant to be connected to the ground. Is that the ground pin? Second one in on top right of the card. Card that way. No, it's the other one. Yeah, I guess that was meant to be connected to ground. So we can use that input on the DF player then, because that's connected to ground. Well, it was connected to ground. We just removed it from ground now. Because it looks like it's connected to ground in that picture, does it not? Oh no, it's the third one in. The third one in on there isn't. The second one is in on that image. But that's up on this end. 1 second, because the card comes in that way. That's this end. So the second one in, yeah, that's meant to be like that. And that one's meant to be like that. Yeah, that one's not meant to be connected, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that was meant to be connected. Okay. Took a second to figure that out. Oh, we need to add some more solder back to this now, I guess. Okay, hopefully that's not shorted anymore. It's really close. I can't tell if it is. But I'd never ever get into that gap. So we will try. I've got to figure out how to get solder back together now though. Alright, so we have... This is why it's good that I done them in the right colours. So the third one down from the top. So this one goes to here. That's the one that we shorted before. Next goes yellow, so the yellow wire. Okay, and then the red wire. Oh, chill out, you stupid bloody multimeter. Okay, I think that's all connected back up. We test it, see if it works. So, positive is connected, and the negative. Okay, let's test this thing. Which tab was the UI menu in? Okay, let's just test this one first. Okay, that refresh is fine. Let's check the other one. Let's see if it does dfplayer already. Yeah, dfplayer still not ready. dfplayer not ready. Oh. Someone likes in the street. Jazzamed, how are you doing, Jazzamed? Jazzamed. Ducky going nuts there. But yeah, it's still not working. We've got the power connected up, and DF not ready. When I refresh the other one, it says player not ready. When I try doing the IP followed by sounds $S equals 1. And on the web UI, it says DF not ready. So yeah, I'm kind of out of ideas at this point. Ow. So yeah, unless you've got any like quick ideas of something we could test home tech, I might try to insert the SD card again. Okay, I can try that. That's quick and easy. So we can't get the DF mini player to work. Yeah, basically, it doesn't seem to be working for some reason. Yeah, DF not ready. Still says DF not ready. You have to take in the card out. So yeah, we'll probably have to just like try and troubleshoot that tomorrow. Because to me, it feels like this is going to take a whole bunch of troubleshooting now to figure out why this is not working. Move something like that. Oh, everything sticks to the back of this thing. It's a sort of nightmare. It's got magnets on the back of it. So you put it down somewhere and you lose half your screws, basically. I think the SD card is the problem. It might be. I'm far too hungry and tired to figure that out right now, though. But we can go through, reformat the SD card tomorrow, check the file structure, like the name and structure and everything is correct on the folders. Everything is wired up according to the schematic, though. And everything is getting power. Including the DF player, which I will confirm for you guys right now. So we find a ground point, the case, and then positive. Yeah, 5 volts. That's off screen, you guys can't see. It's again 5 volts. And now you can't see because it's into the duck cam. Check that there, that's magnetic. I just yeeted this off onto there. I guess that's why you have it then, so you can stick it onto things, why it's got magnets in the back. It's really irritating, huh? Okay, ground. I would have actually held it on the cable. There you go. 5 volts. 4.977 volts. Yeah, get some food before you get hungry. Yeah, I basically am, because I planned to go like about an hour ago. I'm already getting a bit like irritable because I'm tired. Just haven't got the patience for troubleshooting. But yeah, the board's getting power, as you can see. And you can also see this connected. You know, you said this is the serial, so this should be sending serial data. I think we said one of these is transmit, or we're using both transmit and receive, so you can talk both ways. We've got our resistor in place and everything. I've tried the card. I can try doing it for a third time, but oh, I've just dropped it now. Just yeeted this thing. Oh, just shorting things now, great. Shorten the power supply now. Just doesn't want to keep still. But we have already removed and inserted this card. Look, there's me taking the card out, and there's me putting the card back in. And then I will go to the page, refresh. DF not ready. See, it hasn't made any difference. So who knows? The computer read the card fine though, because we put like 2 MP3 tracks onto it. So I don't know. But I'm gonna unplug this power supply right now because it is just like sketch. It's plugged into the mains. Not really any protection, and these two live touching each other, so I have to clip them onto the mat. I'll just unplug it, that's probably easier. It's probably not smart me to be holding one in my left hand and one in my right hand. It's a stupid thing to do. You should always handle live cables one wire at a time, one hand, never let voltage cross your body. Because I know some of these, I've seen some of these like cheap Chinese power supplies and components where there's like not a fail safe, and a component fails and it just passes mains voltage straight through it, straight into you. Yeah, we'll try and troubleshoot that card and figure it out tomorrow. I'm going to have to put an order in for some more gloves and more bits and pieces soon as well. So hopefully I don't have to buy anything else for this project. Hopefully there's not an issue with the DF player or the ESP. I don't think there's a problem with the ESP because we load in the web UI interface, which I will show off quickly because you guys might not have seen the web UI interface that FarmTech made. So tired I can't even speak. Let's have a look. Window capture. Let's have a look, see if we can find it. I think is this one? Yeah, there you go. I'd have to move some of the cameras so you guys can see. If we look for the top-down camera, we move this like here somewhere for a minute. No, just SD card. You have 2 letters after SD. Wait, what? I need to check if dfplayer can use SD card version you have is SDXX, not just SD card. You have 2 letters after it. Oh, god damn it. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's not an issue with the card because I didn't want to like spend more money on more cards. It is a UHSI micro SDHC card. Speed represents can read speed when used with SDHC or SDXC. God knows. Cool personal dashboard. Yeah, this is what FarmTech made. Like if you click this, the little pigeon moves. And it's like a config and stuff. You can like edit a whole bunch of stuff. Tracks, put track numbers here, like save it. What buttons we want to go here, etc. Yeah, but the HC, I don't know if dfplayer can use this, but I'll check. Yeah, he does a whole bunch of stuff. Yes, it's a super cool little, what's it called? Interface he's made for us. Right, so we'll figure this out tomorrow. Hopefully it's not the card. Guaranteed on my like it will be, and I'll have to spend more money. But I really don't want to because I would have to spend like £20 or something, 15, £20 to get a different SD card. He gets excited when you activate the GPIO pin. He does, he loves it. He's just like, yeah, GPIO. So, yeah, we'll figure this out tomorrow, I think, because I'm so angry. It takes me forever to wrap up the stream because I get sidetracked. I've also got like the worst cut ever here. I say worst cut ever. Like, it's not big. It's just really deep. I've gone like right down, I think, as well. I think I must have accidentally caught myself on like a fresh scalpel blade, not noticed. I think I'd done it 2 days ago. It's like really wide. It keeps getting like stuff inside of it. It's really annoying, like dirty. And I scratch myself up there on something. This is why I wear gloves. How did I do that? Oh, I think I slipped with the scalpel. I must have just like accidentally, I don't know, caught it somehow. Or maybe it's on the desk and I caught it, I had no idea. But I use like Swan Morton scalpel blades. I use these a lot for like everything basically, like including the other stuff I do. And when you've got like a fresh blade on them, like they are sharp. Yeah. These are like surgical blades. These are the non-sterile versions, so but the same ones as the NHS uses to operate on people. Hopefully they don't use a 10A, they use, you know, a curved one in a different array. But yeah, they're lovely and sharp. Good old Sheffield steel. I don't know if you can see the edge on them. How tiny and sharp that edge is. They're done to a really good standard. Kind of see where it's picking up light on the very end. Yeah, you won't feel it as a super sharp. Yep, I didn't until this. I didn't feel it at the time when I caught it. It's just when it's been stinging afterwards, and I keep getting random stuff in it, bits of debris and stuff. That's when I notice it. But yeah, they're nice little blades. These are 10A, these ones are. We'll take your finger right off. Yeah, it did once. You might be able to see it on this. My nail set goes a bit funny. You might see a bit of a flat spot at the top of my finger here. It doesn't show too well. But it was like here somewhere. I cut the tip off with one. I think I had my hand in the steward place, so I slipped over the ruler when I was trimming something down. And I went and took a couple of mil off the top of my finger. Enough where I almost lost this finger because of infection. That was the. I put dressing on it, and I had the dressing too tight, and I didn't change the dressing for a couple of days. I'd like sterilized and cleaned everything first, but because I was on it too tight, I think I don't know. I took it off. My finger was like white and green, and I had to get antibiotics. So that's a lesson for you. Regularly change your dressing. Don't put it too tight, because you will lose your finger. Right, I'm going to make some food because I'm so hungry right now. And then we'll try to figure out this duck tomorrow. I'm just hoping that it's not the card and it's something we can easily figure out. Ew, yeah, it was absolutely horrible. So yeah, we'll figure this out tomorrow. Hopefully it's a nice easy fix. Like, I know, changing the lining code or a wire in the wrong place. I don't know. We did check all the wires and everything, so who knows. But these silicone wires, definitely good for projects. Like, this is like super flexible. It's pretty good, even with like that massive cables there. So definitely a thumbs up for whoever recommended silicone wire. It was a good shirt. If anybody knows any good recommendations for any thin wall silicone wire, that'd be even better. If you can't get thin wall, just because these wires are quite chunky still for a 24 gauge. Yeah, I've always just used whatever wire I could get my hands on. I bought 2 reels of that other wire, but that's like whatever it is, plastic, PVC coating, who knows. All right, I will catch you guys next stream, and hopefully we will get all of this figured out. And we can get the new duck working, because it's going to be quite fun, hopefully, with all the ideas Farm Tech has in mind. And I'm hoping to put like maybe some songs on there, but I also want to put like some meme sounds on there or something, because we did add some of these commands the other day. I think this is one. Is it going to show up? Or maybe I just go to Lumia stream and just activate it straight from there. 1 second. Come on, duck fights. Maybe. Chat controls a duck each. But yeah, we added this one here. So I just like stuff like this to be able to play. Like anything with sounds. Like some of the meme sounds and stuff to play through the duck. I think it'd just be a bit funnier, especially because we can add a cost to all of the commands. In terms of the pigeon points, all the ones I've added are like free right now, but as we work stuff out, we'll figure out, like, you know, if it's a really annoying meme sound, or something, then we'll have to put like a cost on it. We have emotes now. Yeah, I figured out how to do the HFX basically. I needed a layer basically and stuff for it. I'd be broke in no time. Yeah, exactly. You guys will actually have something to spend the money on. And when you're broke, it means you can't spam it anymore. But if anybody's got any good ideas for ones we can take from like other streamers, not like ones they've used, but we could pay homage to, you know, for example, we can get like one of Andy, like a meme, and put that on here. And, you know, any other cool ones, if we like, you know, everybody's gonna have to go clip hunting for some really like funny or sus sounding clips from some people. And if anybody's got any like green screen software or something, or if you can find some like AI green screen thing online to like remove the background, that would be perfect. Yeah, we can see a watt and small. Yeah, every stream does need them. But I would also like to get some funny ones just to catch whoever we're clipping off guard, you know, so where they say something like sus sounding. Whenever they're in the chat, we can just play that one. They'd be like, wait a second, that's me. Why am I saying sus stuff? I think it'd be quite funny. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I just added mainly cat ones at the moment. The commands are all available on the Lumia, like if you type in exclamation boop on that link that comes up there. But apparently the audio's not coming through. FarmTech said, like the audio plays on my end, so I can hear it. But apparently chat can't hear it. But the ones I have at the moment are mainly animal based, apart from this one, because I thought this one was needed. Well, two of them. We have this one, because it takes so long to do everything. And this one here I thought was needed. Yeah, no audio here. Yeah, we're going to have to figure that out as well, because when I had my headphones set up, plugged into the computer, I could hear them playing fine, the audio and stuff. And we tried with the desktop muted and unmuted, but yeah, it wouldn't work. Chat will FarmTech said he couldn't hear them, the audio wasn't coming through on stream. So who knows? That's a problem for another day. There's always something to figure out on this stream. But the one thing we did get working is this little scrolling thing at the bottom. I'm really proud of that. We can do that through anything. We're using a add-on to do that. It is a HTML scraper, basically. We're scraping information from websites, and then we're using CSS to structure it, and also to define what we want. Well, CSS and HTML. I think the HTML is defining the styling, and I think the CSS is defining what like sections we want to pull information from. Because the name and the score are two different bits of information, and we've only got current score, not all time. Whereas if we were just scraping all the information, which I was originally, it shows, you know, all time and current and like your icons and everything else. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. If anybody's got any ideas for anywhere else they'd like to see me try to use this, because it was quite fun to use and figure out. So we can scrape information live from like a website. We could possibly look at it doing that and adding it to the stream somewhere else on the HUD. All right, I'm actually going to end the stream now, so I don't ramble on for 20 hours. Quick test if dfplayer, I have to read dfplayer. Yeah, remind me tomorrow, FarmTech. I will be here all night otherwise. And I am like, I'm so hungry. I was going to wrap up the stream like over an hour ago. All right, take it easy, guys. I'm going to get some food and hopefully get some sleep, unless I end up doom scrolling. We'll see. I'm definitely getting food, though. There ain't no doubt about that. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably. Catch everybody on the next stream. Thank you very much to everybody who's tuned in tonight. It's much appreciated. I appreciate the support, the help, and the banter. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your night, etc. And thank you very much, and bye-bye, guys. Take it easy.